Step in front of a runaway train just to feel alive again, pushing forward through the night, aching just to blur aside. It's so far away. It's so far away. Cold wind blows into the skin. Can't believe the state you're in. It's so far away. It's so far away. Who are you trying to impress? Steadily creating a mess. Aching just to blow aside.
I'm not going to hurt you, just give me a gear and I'll go.
You don't want to do this. You don't have to do this.
It doesn't matter what I want to do. I need to do this. Take off your bag, put it down next to you. Slowly. Move back and keep your hands where I can see them. I'll try to be quick.
Do you know of Saint Christopher, patron saint of travellers? It is said that he carried Christ as a child upon his shoulders across a fast-flowing river and was blessed for his sacrifice. It's a story I know that teaches us that strength should be used for those without. So I don't judge you. Is this your first time stealing from the living? Have you ever used that gun on someone? How long's it been since you spoke to someone else?
Months, maybe. I didn't think there was anyone else. I thought I was alone.
We who remain must survive together or die alone. There's no alternative. Now I don't have much, but what is mine is yours, friend. Do you have a name?
My name's...
The Lord shall swallow them up in his wrath, and fire shall devour them.
Won't somebody tell me an answer if you can? I want someone to tell me, what is the soul of a man? I'm going to ask a question, answer if you can. Will anyone here tell me, what is the soul of a man?
Two consultant doctors both blew the whistle when they saw unsafe practices at their hospitals, and it was Steve Bolson, a consultant anaesthetist there at the time, who exposed the scandal.
I mean, I've spoken to a couple of surgeons, for example, who are sort of alpha male types, whose careers have been severely limited because they expressed concerns about what was going on in their hospital.
It makes disturbing reading. Many of the staff were in a high state of distress. Concern for the safety of patients was a powerful theme.
It's in quite a methodical way to make sure we've got the evidence that we need to arrest these individuals.
And it happened earlier this morning, so you can add those allegations of securities fraud to reasons why he's inspired the ire of so many. And they're going to go through and tell people what these charges are. This is just the latest in a long list of reasons why he's gone viral on the internet.
We want to say to the local community that we've listened to their concerns and we're acting on those concerns.
This review is calling for a big culture change, and it says if that change doesn't happen, They'll be back here at the Department of Health in a year's time, asking for more radical steps to be taken.
Hotshot doctor, saved hundreds of lives, now known to be insane and unfit for work. Do you realise how much of a threat you are to everyone in that hospital?
I was helping people. They were happier.
Why do you think that what you were saying helped?
If people believe that there's something after they pass, they come to terms with the situation faster. I'm sorry, but we tried to remove all the cells, but they've spread in more difficult areas of the body. We have reason to believe that you only have a few more days left to live. Again, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do, please do.
Do you believe in some kind of afterlife? Paradise?
I do.
A smart guy like you sounding like a crazy man. Like one of those cultists from the last millennium.
I have rights to my own thoughts, my own beliefs. I want a fair trial.
Be quiet! This would just go to court anyway. But you know, 96% of juries come to the same conclusion. For this kind of mental illness, you're looking at death row. All because of some made-up fantasy.
It's not made up.
Well, what proof do you have then?
I just know. After my accident. I saw him.
You really are delusional. This is why the government puts laws in place to stop people like you filling other people's heads with rubbish. Anyway, we've typed up a confession. You just have to sign it. Sorry. You'll be needing this.
The state supply of the sedative midazolam will soon expire.
And one of the issues that's come up over and over again is whether the people who are actually administering the drugs and engaging in the executions have the training and experience to do this in a way that is consistent with our Constitution.
Couldn't find a vein.
Are we stopping?
No. Put it in the groin.
So because it's not an anesthetic drug, it cannot maintain anesthesia, meaning it can't keep the prisoner insensate to pain and suffering.
He should be unconscious and paralyzed. Right, come on, let's go.
7-8.
7-8. 7-8.
Come on, guys, keep it together.
He died in obvious agony 43 minutes after he was administered the drugs.
Shit! It's in the tissue.
It was the most awful moment in my life to witness my dad's execution. I can't think of any other way to describe it than torture.
Lines were closed because something was going so wrong.
I need a decision right now.
Yes, that's right. And another news today reported that a prisoner has escaped from the local New Carter prison has been confirmed. Drivers of local roads are advised to be aware of any hitchhikers or suspicious individuals they see and to contact the relevant authorities if necessary.
Do you know what the best trick the devil ever played is?
Hello?
Did you hear me?
I'm sorry, what?
Convincing the world he didn't exist.
Sorry, you didn't exist?
No one in particular. Once I remember reading a quote from some world leader who said, "Anybody who paints the sky green and the grass blue deserves to be sterilised." Are you in car trouble?
Well, actually, yeah, I am. It just stopped giving power, and I'm not really sure how to fix it.
Well, I was floating through the forest and thought I saw the vibrant paint on the car. Decided I'd come over and take a look.
Well, can you help me fix it?
Joseph Stalin once said, "Death is the solution to all problems. Remove the man, remove the problem." When did you buy the car?
2006.
Are you religious?
Look, can you help me fix my car?
I asked you, are you religious?
No, not really.
Oliver Cromwell once said, "Keep your faith in God, keep your powder dry."
Look, I think you should leave me alone. I don't need this. I'm just trying to get home.
Carter prison, I'm alright. You're the escaped inmate. And oh look, you've killed a priest.
It was an accident. You don't understand.
Things of consequence rarely happen by accident.
You've seen too much. I can't let you go.
I'm going to stop you right there. Can I tell you a story? There was once a man walking through the forest when he came across Death lying upon the roadside injured. He offered to help Death, but in return asked that Death would allow him to live forever. Death, however, said he could not allow this, for all men must die. He would, however, allow the man a message before his time was nigh, allowing him to know when his death was approaching, and so the man agreed, never worried that he would die, for he had not yet received Death's messages. But his youth and health did not last. In time came sicknesses and sorrows that tormented him by day and stole his sleep from night. And so in time the man got well again, until one day he felt a touch upon his shoulder and turned round to see Death standing behind him. "Come with me," cried Death. "Your time upon this earth is nigh." "What?" cried the man. "Did thou not say that thou wouldst send 3 messages before coming thyself?" "Silence," cried Death. And then Death proceeded to point out that he had sent 3 messages well in advance: illness, old age, and sleep. And so the man yielded to his fate and went willingly with Death.
Who are you?
Do you know what the best trick the devil ever played is?